Hello. Now I'm going to show you what the students will see when they take their exam through Digiexam. Because Digiexam is an app and it locks in the computer, students will be able to use their own computers, iPads, but not Chromebooks. The app for the Chromebook runs in a different way, and it can only run on computer on Chromebooks that the school owns. So for any students that have a Chromebook as their primary computer, they will use a school Chromebook to write their exam. So in Digiexam, the student will log in with the login that we have provided to them. And when they log in, they will see this screen here. In the exam ID box, they will enter the exam ID for your exam, click Find Exam, and it'll be ready to go. Now, as a note, the only difference between what I'm going to show you now and what the students will actually see is because I'm using screen recording software, I'm not going to be locking out the computer for the exam demo. During the actual exam, Digiexam will open up a prompt telling the student that before they start the exam, it's going to close all of the programs, and the only thing the student will see on the screen will be Digiexam. If a student attempts to close or leave Digiexam to launch another app, the exam will end for the student, and that'll be it. So it's a complete lockout. The only thing they can do while Digiexam is running is take the exam. So I'm found my exam, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna click Started Exam. It's asking if I'm ready to go. I'm gonna say yes. Now, because students are using, prior to this year when students were taking a test, they were just using a text editor just to enter their answers. All the student is going to get when they start the exam is just a text box. So just like they would if they were doing the exam on one of our computers using a text editor, they'll just enter their text. They've got access to basic text editing tools like bold, italics, underline, headings, bullets, and remove formatting. For students that need audio accommodations, they can have their answers read back to them. They can, if they'd like to, they can create text boxes for each answer. If they want to have them separate, they don't have to. And when they're done, they will click Hand In. Now, as you can see, there's no spell check. So this is just like our regular exams. There's no spell check, there's no thesaurus. All they have access to is just a basic text editor. So when the student is finished, they'll click Hand In. They'll get a warning saying, are you sure? You can't make any changes once you've handed it in. They can click Cancel and they can go back and they can enter more text or edit or review their answers. But when they're finished, they'll click Hand In Exam, and that's it. And they click Exit the application and they are done. So that concludes the student demo video. There'll be one more additional video that will show you how you print out the student responses. So that's it. Take care.